What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Greatly appreciate that. And we're just going to talk a little bit about some of the Colts news that was going on today. A bunch of different things happening. You have, why is it? Still waiting for some more people to come in here. There we go. We got a few more people coming in now. But guys, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the Colts news today and some of the news that happened with former Indianapolis Colts yesterday. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. But we are almost done, guys, with a coaching search. Sarah says it. I'll be glad when the coaching search is over. Yes, I agree. And the Colts actually had some news to share with us. And apparently the names Colts narrowed down the field. Giants OC Mike Kafka is out of the running, as is Bengals OC Brian Callahan and Giants defensive coordinator Wink Martindale. So some interesting names there, guys, because first off, when you hear of Mike Kafka, Mike Kafka never actually got a second interview with what's Gucci? Let more people in before you just speak to two people. Hey, there's already 25 people in here, man. I'm allowed to do as I please. But anyway, when it comes to everyone, I mean, Mike Kafka didn't even get a second interview, which is a little weird. But we got told that, obviously this move shows the Indianapolis Colts are not just thinking of the people who got or just got second interviews. They're even thinking of the people who only got first interviews. So very interesting to say the least. Love the fact that the Colts actually did announce a few names that are not going to be in consideration, because then that allows a few of these coordinators to actually, move on and be able to figure things out with the rest of their lives. But be very interesting to see that Mike Kafka is not in there. And then the two big ones that everyone talked about, and the first one being Brian Callahan. That was very surprising, that Callahan would not be, one of the finalists for this group of people. So it's very strange, but I'm not over the top upset about it, but I am quite surprised that Callahan's name was not brought up in the final candidates. Very interesting to say the least. I imagine that's going to be a very, very popular name in 2024 when he goes for head coaching gigs again. So we'll see how it goes. And then Wink Martindale was the interesting one, because the Vegas odds bets had him put in as number one when it comes to how did that info come from a Colts? How did that info come from a Colts rep or someone else? Jeremy Fowler and Albert Breer and Mike Silver, all guys that have hands in the NFL media, all said this. So Martindale being out, that's another interesting one. So what that would entail, means that if we're just looking at names that got second interviews, right? We're looking at 5 people right now. Or actually it's 5 people. Yeah, it's 5 people so far that you would for a second interviews though. You have to think about it from a Shane Steichen perspective. Might be why they're waiting so long. Raheem Morris is another one. Jeff Saturday, unfortunately, is another one. And then the other ones are Rich Bisaccia and Aaron Glenn. Those are all the names Those are all the names that got second interviews. Now, who all got a first interview that the Indianapolis Colts are still considering? That's an important question because there was one name. Should we be worried Callahan got eliminated before Jeff? Yo, what's up, Matt? How you doing, dude? I would say not really, because I still do not believe that Jeff Saturday is going to end up getting the gig, but it could be very interesting. But yeah, Evan brings up a good point. Shaq Leonard with the ringing endorsement for Jeff Saturday. Yeah, that was the big thing, right? Yeah, Shaq said, if you give Saturday, a coaching staff, then maybe some things would work out better in his favor. I don't know. That's a good question, but nevertheless, I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't believe he's going to be the head coach, but but you never know. And the thing is people have been talking to me about Eric Bieniemy being a dark horse candidate. And I'll tell you what, I would have never thought leading up to this evening that Eric Bieniemy would have had a chance. But then I saw that Mike Kafka only got one interview, and he only got the one interview, and then ultimately he got eliminated. So that doesn't mean anything, apparently. Eric Bieniemy only got one interview, but yet here we are waiting for this decision. And it's going to be interesting on whether or not they allow that to be a source of reference here. But so yeah, we got some names that were taken off, so that is good. We kind of get somewhat of better of an understanding of who's left and who's going to get things like that. And CFO, to be honest with you, I don't think that Saturday is going to want to be anything other than a head coach. That's what he applied for. That's what he interviewed for. That's what he wants to be. If he doesn't get it, then he's probably just going to go back to ESPN and make millions of dollars, doing games for them. That's what I think is going to end up happening. So it will be interesting to see how this goes. But I'm thinking that Steichen and Morris should be the front runners for this right now. Only makes sense why they're waiting this long, because me personally, I think that if they knew Jeff Saturday was going to be the guy, I thought they would have just made the decision really early in the week. Yeah, it's the Super Bowl week situation, but early enough in the week, and that kind of news just doesn't get around as much. But it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I'm really curious. And I'll just say this, guys, this is going to be a short live stream. I kind of have some place that I want to go, but I didn't get a chance to really explain myself and talk about what happened today. So if you guys want to go check out Cody's video that he did earlier in the day, talking about the guys who got eliminated and guys who still remain. So be sure to check that video out. But with the rest of this, we talk about the two Indianapolis Colts players who got eliminated or who didn't get into the Hall of Fame this last year. You had two Indianapolis Colt alumni going into the finalists for the Hall of Fame, and that was Reggie Wayne, who was going in for his fourth time, and then you have Dwight Freeney. And Reggie Wayne not getting in again is still a bloody mystery. Again, we'll remind everyone of Reggie Wayne, 14 seasons as a Colt, 14,345 yards. I believe that puts him top 20 all time. 1,070 receptions, top 20 all time. 82 touchdowns, top 20 all time in every category. He was a wide receiver one at times for Peyton Manning. Uh, he had 77 receptions for 1,210 yards and 12 touchdowns in 04 for the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, the guy was just a freaking monster on the football field. He's one of the best to ever do it. And that is what it, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. And Dwight Freeney, this was only his first time around. And there may be a point where he may end up getting in due to the fact that there's not as many great defensive linemen in that. He is one of the top all-time sack leaders in the NFL, so it'd be interesting to see how long until he gets put in. But tell me who you guys think in the comments, who you think the next Colts coach is going to be. Let me know in the comments. Who do you guys think? Nathan, what's up? What's up, Derek? Just tuning in. Didn't know if you saw the comment Shaq made. Says he wants Saturday as his number one coach and give him a full season with the right coaches. I don't know if he actually said that he wanted him to. I don't remember. I didn't see the whole clip. But correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe he said he wants him to be the coach. I think he was just talking about how he thinks he could be a good coach, and that if you gave him the right coaches in a full off season, it could work. Everybody going Steichen. Everybody going Steichen. All right. I like this. I like to see Colts Nation in unison. We very rarely are when it comes to certain things. So Steichen, and we will enjoy watching him this weekend. I certainly hope so, man. Certainly hope so. Sounds like Cliff Kingsbury is going to be the OC for the Texans, which stinks. Steichen and Stroud. Hey, I'm down for some Steichen Stroud action or Steichen and Young action. Liked hearing from Stroud today on Pat's show. Yeah, I don't know if I want to see that. I can understand why Leonard said Saturday would be a good coach. He has the leadership that is needed. All Saturday needs is everything else. One second, guys. What about Steichen and Will Levis? Hey, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Would having Steichen potentially change Ballard's stance on Young's size issues? If Steichen can convince him. I mean, that's the thing. We've had coaches convince him before. Josh McCown rejoining Reich's staff in Carolina. Yeah, I saw that. You think this would be Chris Ballard's last season if we don't get the head coach right? Yeah, probably. Do you like Pittman as a wide receiver? Feel like he isn't motivated, which is understandable. I don't know if motivated is the correct word there. The problem that you had was the first season, he progressed throughout the year. Second season, he progressed even more. Third season, he dropped off a cliff a little bit in efficiency. Why? I think it just had to do with the fact the rest of the offense just looked really bland. Matt, stop. Get some help. Steichen has connections with Bradley. So does Morris. You know, so a lot of these guys have connections with Gus Bradley. I could see him with any of the top 3 guys, even Richardson. He's the young offensive guy you want with any of those guys. I agree. Who would be Steichen's OC? No clue. No clue. I have no idea on that one at this point. Really no idea. Eagles OC are my favorite Morris. Really hope we get Raheem Morris. Yeah, I feel that. All right, guys. Well, I hate to cut this thing so short, but I am going to hop off. I'm sorry again that it's so short, but I just wanted to get it out and talk for a few minutes about everything going on. PR, man. That's why they haven't announced Saturday as coach yet. Have to make it look like they flipped every rock. Certainly hope not. But I'm going to get going, guys. Going to go hang out with family. So again, I appreciate you guys coming in here, hanging with me for a few minutes. We will end up keeping an eye on this, and we will get you guys an update as soon as we get one. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to comment and subscribe. And as always, guys, go Colts.